Welcome back in, everyone. We're going to get to this week's college football slate in just a minute. But first, we're going to hand out some stickers. Tonight's helmet stickers. Eve, it's your turn to go first this week.
Yes, I am handing out my helmet sticker to the Newton County Cougars. Of course, I was at this game tonight. They opened up district play off strong with that 35-0 win. That was great. They've had a bit of an up and down season, through 6 weeks so far, but 35-0 win on senior night definitely gets y'all a helmet sticker. So congratulations to Newton County. Patrick, who are you going to give your sticker to?
I'm going to give my sticker to the Enterprise Bulldogs. Another impressive performance for the Bulldogs this week. They just keep just stacking those impressive performances, and that's going to lead to wins. So my helmet sticker, congratulations Enterprise Bulldogs. They are my helmet sticker of the week.
And remember to check into our Football Friday overtime segment after the show on Facebook to see who Will Royal gives his helmet sticker to. And
we're going to take a look at other games airing on our WTOK stations tomorrow on WTOK at 11 a.m. Clemson at Syracuse at 2:30, number 24 Kansas at number 3 Texas, and at prime time 11 Notre Dame versus number 17 Duke. That should be a very interesting game.
It will, and you can also catch some action on my TOK2 with Tuskegee at Alabama A&M. They will kick off at 2 p.m. and on the CW at 1 p.m. Virginia at Boston College in this week's ACC matchup.
Meanwhile, here's a look at some of the SEC action this week. Auburn, hosting the defending national champs Georgia Bulldogs at 2:30 p.m. on CBS. You can hold the fandom there real quick, Eve. And in a doubleheader on ESPN tomorrow evening, number 20 Ole Miss hosting number 13 LSU at 5 p.m. And following that game at 8 p.m., very late kick in Starkville as Mississippi State hosts number 12 Alabama. And we'll talk about those games in just a second.
Southern Miss also kicking off at 6 p.m. against Texas State back in Hattiesburg tomorrow. And over in West Alabama in Livingston, they'll take on Delta State at 4 p.m. And in some SWAC action, Alcorn State is at Alabama State tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Eve, I'm getting ready to head out to Starkville
you
tomorrow.
Are.
First time
Your
for
first
me.
Time.
First time. So we're going to see what that's all about. Just, kind of give me what I can expect from the cowbells and everything.
The cowbells are honestly, I think they're great. Patrick has not wanted to go to Starkville because he's scared of the cowbells, but when you're on the field, you really can't hear them echoing in the stadium. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Though definitely when MSU hosted LSU a couple weeks ago, them cowbells really played a big part of the game to start off.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and talk about the game. What are you looking forward to in the game?
Yeah, well, last week I feel like both teams looked a lot better. Even though the Bulldogs did lose on the road, they found their offense again. Will Rogers looked like vintage Will Rogers. He threw for 490 yards, and over 250 of those went to Tulu Griffin. Their connection was just on par last week. It was great for the Bulldogs to find their rhythm on offense again. But curious, you have seen Alabama a few times so far this season. You haven't seen State.
No, I haven't seen State in person, but I have seen what Alabama does. I think they're going to continue to get that offense developing with Jalen Milroe at the quarterback position. I think Milroe is going to have a very good day tomorrow. I think I've got Alabama winning by 2 touchdowns. Moving on to Ole Miss versus LSU. That's a top 25 ranked matchup in Vaught Hemingway Stadium tomorrow. That should be a very good matchup. I know the Vaught is going to be rocking for that game. It'll be very interesting. Kind of give me your thoughts early on for this game.
Yeah, I really like Ole Miss to win outright in this one. I'm sure I'm the unpopular opinion there.
No, I think I'm with you. I think Lane Kiffin, I think he, recognizes how in the second half he just kind of clinched up on offensive play calling, didn't let his quarterback make plays. I think look for Ole Miss to air it out, look for them to be aggressive on offense, and look for them to get Quinshon Judkins going. He hasn't had a game where he's had more than 60 yards this year. That's got to change if Ole Miss wants to be in Atlanta this year. So we're going to see what that game is. We'll have highlights from that game. We'll have highlights from UWA. We'll have highlights from Mississippi State, Alabama. We're going to have all your college football coverage tomorrow. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at 10. And we'll have some football for you.
Exactly. That is going to do it for Football Friday this week. A big thank you to Jax for feeding our Football Friday crew.
And as always, thank you to the viewers at home for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned for Jimmy Kimmel after this.